I don't know, what other things could you say are just practical quick wins people can try to get into if they're writing a scenario, for example?
Yeah, practical quick wins. So keeping it short and sweet. So, you know, don't write 22 paragraphs where a text would do.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of them. One line, one sentence, try to keep it short. Make it sound natural. I know sometimes when I pass things off to SMEs, they'll start correcting my grammar. And I'm like, I know it's grammatically incorrect, but this is not what a character would sound like in real life.
Yeah.
If I'm writing for a voiceover artist, they're not going to say, you cannot do that. They're going to say, you can't do that. You know, and that changes things. And so being natural to human expression and not worrying as much about grammar, sort of important, not really important. That's another one. If you can make it sound natural, that's definitely a quick win. And then showing, not telling. That's the thing I learned in fiction class. So you don't have to tell your audience that the person walked down the stairs, walked across the kitchen, put their hand on the refrigerator door, opened it, and took a glass of milk out to understand how they got the glass of milk in their hand. Just tell them what you need to tell them. Show them the action, right? So they're sipping the milk. Okay, we got all the rest of it.
Yeah. I love that. Because that's something that I think I struggle with is like what's necessary for the story and what's ramble. And I'm a rambler.
And I'm all in support of rambling. So maybe that's another tip. Like Shitty First Drafts by Anne Lamott, whose name I hopefully did not butcher, is one of like the best short essays I think I've ever read as a writer. And it really is just about everyone writes shitty first drafts, whether they want to admit it or not. It's very unusual that someone is able to just get from idea in their head to perfect manuscript. It almost never happens. But in order to get from point A to point B to that really great product, you have to be willing to let yourself write it, cross things out, kill your darlings. That's another really great thing. You have to be willing to let it go. But don't like put so much pressure on yourself to write it perfectly first. You know, make a mess, throw it up on the page, clean it up, and then that's how you're going to get to that good end product. Otherwise, you end up kind of stifling yourself. And you need that experimentation to let yourself get to the better ideas. Like for me, usually it's like a third time's a charm thing. I'll write down an idea first and it's kind of like, and then I clean it up and I'm like, this is really disorganized now because I patchwork things. And then maybe by like the third time I get to what I like.